Joining us now is John Heinberg, Senior Market Advisor for Stewart Peterson. John, thanks for joining us this morning.
Good morning, Robert.
Hey, we will start with the grain markets. How are they looking on this Wednesday morning?
Yeah, we got some mixed trade. Fairly quiet this morning. Obviously, we've seen a lot of pressure in the grain markets the past couple days. Corn futures, a couple pennies lower, giving back yesterday's gains. Beans getting a little bit of a bid, maybe a little bit of a technical bounce. We'll have to watch, see if we can get up to some upper levels. They're up a couple cents today, and then we got the wheat market, which has just been beat up so bad lately here. Just can't seem to find any legs this morning. It's just basically steady and mixed.
Now, we've got some drought conditions here in the northern plains, pretty wet down off to the south, and drought conditions out west as well. How are those weather conditions affecting the market?
Yeah, I think we're going to start shifting our mindset now. I mean, obviously, we got a big supply picture on all the grains, and that's just going to keep any rallies kind of lidded here. But maybe we can start building some weather premiums in as we move forward. Obviously, on the corn front, I think the western half of the corn belt with the dryness is going to move along pretty nicely in the planting pace as we get the next couple of weeks ahead here. But then we'll have to see where we go on that eastern side because it's pretty wet over there, so that could cause some issues. Maybe we'll get a little bit of chatter about delays involved there. Biggest thing on the wheat side, we had a lot of good planting progress, and that's what put a lot of pressure on that wheat market. But obviously we need to see some germination from talking with some people up in that area. The wheat's in the ground, but it's not going anywhere. So those weather things are things that will play out, but with a market with heavy supply, if we get some good rallies out of them, they're probably going to need to be viewed as opportunities to get protection or make some sales, things along those lines, because overall that supply picture is just going to kind of keep things in check.
Now, here in the northern hemisphere, getting into the growing season, the opposite down south. How are things looking down south?
Down south, again, planting pace was behind starting out here on the corn front. Talking with producers down in that area, they're wet. And you get that Ohio River Valley and some of that eastern corn belt, they're not going to get in the field for a while. Things are pretty saturated. So that's going to take a little bit of time to work through. But the problem with that is with planting delays with the technology we have nowadays, if we get a good week of dry weather, they can get a lot of corn or beans or whatever they need to plant in the ground in a hurry.
Switching gears here a bit, livestock markets, how are they trending?
Well, we still got a hog market that's getting a bit of a bid. Had a little bit of resistance right here at this level, given the supply numbers that were out there. But I think we can get a push a few bucks higher again, just like anything else. So with supply, you get a good rally. Take advantage of it, get some hedges in, get some defensive type posturing in your market. Cattle market, probably going to kind of hang in this area. Cash still keeps this front month supported as we get some good strength in those cash sales. But again, this relationship of expensive beef to pork is really going to kind of keep that market maybe in check here. We're looking at getting some defensive posturing in for our producers at this time.
All right, very good. John, thanks for joining us this morning.
Thanks, sir. Have yourself a great day.
Hey, you too. All right, once again, that was John Heinberg, Senior Market Advisor with Stewart Peterson. Coming up after the break, we'll take one last look at your weather and give you a sneak peek at what's coming ahead on the Valley today.